We're talking about a man simply navigating his city on a bike.
Right.
But when he encountered an Israeli occupation soldier, the interaction didn't just go south. It escalated into an assault immediately.
And assault is, that's almost putting it too clinically. The details are brutal. The soldier didn't just stop him. He knocked him right off the bicycle. And the aftermath wasn't just, a scrape or a bruised ego. The victim was left unable to move.
That phrase, unable to move, that just, it really sticks with you.
It does.
It lands so heavy because it forces you to really think about the physics of it. You have a soldier who is trained, likely in armor, backed by state authority,
Right.
versus a man whose physical mobility was already compromised before he even got on that bike.
And that's where this whole concept of excessive force stops being some kind of legal jargon and becomes very, very visceral. It's all about proportionality.
Exactly.
When you apply that level of physical force to a civilian who clearly poses no threat, and the disability and the bicycle make that obvious, it signals a complete breakdown.
A breakdown of what, though? Is it a massive failure of, situational awareness or just basic discipline?
You'd think so.
A visible disability should force a pause,
Yeah,
even in the most tense environments, you would think.
it should. But this is where we have to look at that term the source materials uses. Systematic abuse. It argues that this isn't just a bad apple scenario, one soldier having a really bad day. It suggests the environment of occupation itself creates the conditions for this kind of thing.
So the argument is that the system basically allows for this kind of aggression.
Yeah.
That there's no real fear of consequence.
Precisely. If there are no immediate repercussions for treating a vulnerable person this way, those unwritten protective norms we mentioned earlier.
The ones that say, don't hurt the guy on the bike.
Yeah, those start to erode. It implies a pattern where the power dynamic is so skewed that force becomes the default language, even against someone who is completely defenseless.
That is a terrifying thing to consider. Because if a physical disability doesn't give you some sort of immunity, what possibly could?
Right.
It makes you wonder about the psychological toll on the rest of the community there in Qalqilia.
Well, that's the deeper layer, isn't it? The one that's often overlooked. When a community sees its most vulnerable members targeted, it just destroys any sense of safety, of predictability.
It sends a message.
It sends a message that the rules don't apply here. It's